So, hilarious tidbit about me, right? That movie, Take Me Home Tonight, the movie starring Topher Grace that came out in like 2011, maybe 2010 possibly. That movie, I'm trying to think how to say this without sounding dramatic. That movie sent me into like a, what am I doing with my life psychosis? Because I was taking a lot of shrooms at the time, but I was like without permanent residence. And I didn't think that it would affect me badly. Okay, I didn't think it would affect me badly. It did. I watched that movie where like obviously the main character, Topher Grace, he's having a lot of self worth issues and issues about his future. As soon as I start streaming, my nose starts tickling. Literally, the moment that I press, the moment that I turn it to the station instead of, the start soon, my nose starts doing this. Also, to anyone new, I just have massive nasal problems. I have to my entire life. My nose is huge. There's a lot of crossed wires in here. Things are not right. Okay? But the movie Take Me Home Tonight sent me into an actual like, what am I doing with my life? I have to change. And that's why I say the only people who don't listen to psychedelics are idiots, because I changed my life, but it wasn't like for the better. I went on like a downward spiral. And then it continued. Damn, bro, I was depressed for like several years, and that, I don't want to say that mushroom trip kicked it off, but it didn't help. I was doing, but you gotta remember, I didn't have a place to live. That's gonna depress you. Like, that's gonna depress the shit out of you. Like, I had a kid and someone who was relying on me a lot. So yeah, we didn't like, that spiral was, that spiral was a very interesting time. But that movie really fucking did something. Like, that movie really did something to me. Nothing good. I'll say that. Nothing good. That movie did nothing good for me. Except, no, when it came out, it did something good, but watching it on mushrooms did nothing good for me. Watching it on mushrooms was like the worst thing that could have happened to me, honestly. But also, my mom told me that Eddie Murphy song sucked. Liar. My mom told me my entire life Eddie Murphy's music was trash. His music career was garbage. How I rip on people, my mom did the same shit. Probably still does, but she did the same shit. She used to constantly make fun of Eddie Murphy's singing career. I don't know why. And then after she made fun of it, that music video started popping up for me. And this was years ago. I didn't even know that shit happened. Oh, okay, let me get into the who's and who's here. Kentucky, you were the first one here. You get recognition for being the first one here. Azur, it's nice to see you back. How you doing? Are you gonna enjoy the new schedule? 11 p.m. every night. I'm staying consistent. It's 11:15. I've been here for 15 minutes. Consistent pine is the best pine. I literally plan my day around it like a job, because that's what you have to do, because this is literally a job. And I'm not saying I was ever taking it lightly, but it's just one of those things where it doesn't dawn on you until it does, you know? Like, it doesn't like smack you in the face like, oh, I literally have to start this every day. Like the way I think about it, were my TV shows late? No. My TV shows were never late. As soon as when 11 o'clock hit, when I changed it to that shit, it was there. So why should I be late? If I consider myself in entertainment now. If I consider myself in entertainment, why should I be late for that same, you see what I'm saying? So, yes, I consider this radio, I consider this new age television, because that's what the fuck it is. Okay, it's just new age TV. This is just new age TV. YouTube is just like, that's all it is. You just have your favorite public access person now. That's all it is. And apparently I'm one of you guys' favorite public access person. That's fucking great. Alicia, always here, always positive, always keeping the crowd going. Patronum, hello, hello, hello. Is that everyone? DJ Holloway, our resident DL metal detector, or DL detector, or just any under the radar homosexual activity detector. Very needed in this community, because that shit be going over my head, and then because you know I'm oblivious, I don't care. I just don't care. And then here comes DJ. It's like, no, this is gay because of this. There's like these kind of undertones. You gotta watch, Pine. You gotta watch. I'm like, oh, like damn. Okay. No one can ever say I don't make people feel seen in this bitch. Okay. Everyone. Oh, Carlton Williams. I see a new face. New face? Returning face? I feel like there's a new face. Hello. Stony Sunny, I see ya. Eddie's singing career was a choice. It was an amazing choice. Hi Pine, love the shirt. Thank you. Oh, one more person. Randy Hornbeck. Welcome to Broadcast Radio. I'm your host, Pine, your host, The Most Smoke. Can I even say that anymore? I want to keep saying it, but like, I don't smoke anymore. Like, I don't smoke. Like, if I'm being honest with you guys, I really feel like my body's changing again. Because when I was with my homie who I went to go see an hour away with the other friend, I was smoking like I was like stupid. Like, I haven't smoked like that in a long time. And then I came back and was like, I don't want to do this. Like, it just wasn't there. And that was only because I was with people who smoked like that heavily. And I haven't even taken dabs for real. Like, I really care about the lightness on my lungs. Like, it doesn't, like it, I thought about it, right? I thought about having like flour to roll and smoke, but I just don't care to do that. Because then I have to worry about, I'm not cutting out dabs. What? No, absolutely not. I love concentrates. No. I have a whole thing about that. But I just don't care to like smoke anymore. I just don't. Like, I have to worry about smell. I have to worry about like taste. I have to worry about like everything like that. I just don't. It's just not a thing that my body craves anymore. Like, at all. No, I've been abusing this pen all day. Like, this pen's been my bitch for the past like 6 hours. I'm talking like every chance I get. I'm just trying to run this cart down because I feel like if I have too many carts, I feel weird. And I'm just trying to, I've had this for a long time. This is a keychain, YouTube. Don't even try it. But I feel like I've had this cart for mad long and I'm just trying to run it down. But speaking of keychains, I noticed that a few people went and claimed their Ray the Radio keychains. This is easily the cutest thing that's ever been associated with my brand, and once they're gone, they're gone. Listen. Oh, I have the Select. Sonny, I have the Select. I have 3 cartridges for my pen batteries and for Wayne Boo Boo here. No, that's what I was trying to say. Me and concentrates are getting along a lot better than me and flour did. I don't care about I don't care about smoking anymore. I have so many pens around me. I have a tiny little stash of I have a decent stash of dabs. I literally have a jar on my desk. Come on. So I did a lot of editing and writing today. Trust me, I was trying to blast. But yeah, I just don't. And that's not even the desk jar. I try to have it one. When I'm writing or editing or doing my work, I try to have one jar on the desk where I can just use out of. But I haven't been wanting to dab. Why? First of all, my Puffco chamber, I'm gonna have to buy a new one. Not happy with that. Whatever, fine, right? Who cares? But I don't enjoy taking dabs as much. Do I still use them? Yes. But like, I'm taking less because I'm not using my favorite device. There it is. That's what I'm trying to say. I'm not using my favorite companion here because this chamber takes up so much. So it's not really fun anymore. It's not sufficient. There it is. But I still have Retard. Definitely still use him for sure. Definitely still use him. The little device thing, the little black box, I've thought about it. I've thought about getting a cheaper E-Rig piece. But then I got a sponsorship from DACA and they just threw me a device and never really asked for much. So, no, if I'm gonna buy a new device, I know exactly what new device I'm buying. I know exactly what a new one. It's gonna be like a Yocan. It's like $75. It's like a little pen device, you know? It's a whole thing. I already thought about it. But I want the app customization and I've become so like bougie about it. I have the newer Puffco thing. All right. Hold on. I take that back. If I were to buy anything new, I would just buy a new chamber and the cup for this so I can use it as a mouthpiece, you know. I would turn this into a core. I'm not buying a new device. I spent hundreds of dollars on this when I was in actual poverty. There's no way. I mean, I still am, but you get what I'm saying. Like, I'm not buying a new expensive device. If I were to buy one, I knew which one I'd buy and it'd be super cheap. But no, I would just I have to buy a new part for this at some point. I'm not letting this fall to the wayside. This is my favorite thing, like, in the world. Like this is my favorite thing in the world. No, I mean, for concentrates, obviously. But, no, I can't let this just fall to the wayside. I can't. Like, this just looks stupid. If this was black, I'd have less of a problem. But since the only one in my city, the only like device I could find in my city was gray. Every store had a gray one. I don't know why. But I would just buy the new Puffco accessories for this, or the new core accessories, a new chamber, and that's it. Okay. So I wanted to talk about the upcoming week. Yeah, I have a couple of interesting streams coming up. A couple of them. At least one, right? Like minimum one, I'd say. One I want to talk about. So I'm setting it. I mean, I was thinking about it. I had an idea. Okay, I had an idea. I kept getting the idea thrown at me about smashing a cake in my face. And I'm kind of playing around with the idea. My birthday's in like a week. You know? 7 days, Saturday. And, yo, did I tell you guys the three-peat birthday disaster that I had? I'm talking like back to back to back. Just awful. So I'm trying to turn that around because I swore I was just never gonna like celebrate my birthday again. So I'm trying to turn that around and actually have fun on my birthday. I'll be filming through the week. I'll be actually going out to enjoy my life. Middle of the week. Yeah, I will be doing a birthday stream for sure. What else would I be doing? What else would I be doing? No. I will be going out to enjoy the week though. That actual day will be editing and streaming, and I'll be having, Friday is when me and Salad will be celebrating. Friday is when me and Salad will be celebrating for sure. It's not a problem. No, I am a Leo. Wait, is it Saturday that will be? Yeah. Saturday. No, Friday, me and Salad will be celebrating. Yeah, Friday for sure. Friday. I don't know. But that Saturday, I want to set a goal. I don't know what the goal will be. I have no clue. But cake smash, birthday stream. Okay, birthday stream. Yeah, exact birthday stream goals. I don't know what the goal would be because that's also end of month. So that means rent is due. So I thought that'd be a fucking cute ass stream. That just means I have to like, I was gonna do a marathon of like 6 hours or so, but I'm pretty sure that would just turn into like Dance Monkey Dance. I'm gonna keep it real with you. I think that certain people would get a hold of that and they're like, ooh, this delirious black man who likes to say racist things. Let's get him to say horrible shit. And it doesn't take much for me to say horrible things, as you guys know. I was too funny for YouTube. I got thrown off, as you guys all know. So I don't think it'd be that hard for me to get in a lot of trouble. At least I'd go viral though. Jesus Christ. My kid definitely just told me to shut up. That was so fucking rude. That was so fucking rude. Father, shut up. Holy fuck, bro. This isn't even one of the good ones, Sonny. This isn't even one of the good ones. This is just very flowery. A vacation shirt. Show and tell again, like with your favorite shirt. Do I even have my favorite shirt out right now? No. My favorite shirt is in a suitcase under the bed. I might wear that for my birthday, but like, I feel like that only looks good on me when I'm like skeleton small, and I'm not that small. I don't think I want to get that small again. But it's like this, it's this black and white, like, I call it a dinner top because it has this like neck clasp on it. It's real hot shit. It's real hot shit. It's real hot shit. But it has like this amazing, just like fit to it. I could tell that it was for like a very flat, like a flat chested woman, you know what I mean? Like not in any sort of way, but it's women's clothes, but there's no like breast room for real. So it's on some like model shit. And when I got it and tried it on, I was like, oh, I can't like gain weight if I'm gonna wear this. So it's not that it's like super tight, there's just no chest room. And that's a very interesting cut for like a top. And I love that shit because like I've never seen a shirt that like a woman's shirt that has no chest room. That's a very interesting like it's just I don't know I like it because it's super unique. Like it's like dumb unique as a as like a dinner wear, as like an evening piece. I would literally have to like, it's like in like a suitcase under my bed. It's like a suitcase under my bed, man. And I have to find it. I'll find it for sure. But if that's a custom piece, I'd be so happy to have it. I think I have a photo. I have to have photos of me in it. I'll definitely post it in Discord. Absolutely, I'll post it in Discord. For sure, I'll post it in Discord. Damn. No, that's a good shirt. I wore it when I was bigger though. I'm not gonna lie. Like I wore it when I was bigger, and I filled out. I usually like to show off photos of me when I was a fat fuck, right? When I was taking antipsychotic medication and constantly drinking. I was a very heavy person. Not like super heavy, but I wasn't this. Okay, you couldn't see the definition in my face. I was just a... I should send you my 3X. What's up with it? What's up with it? What's up with it? You will be the first person whose blouses I would have that is alive. That would be you'd be the first person who's alive. Everybody else is. That's how I see it. Cause some of those things are so old. I'm not being like, some of those shirts are so old that there's no, like that red shirt. Yo, there's no way whoever owned that is alive. Like there's no way. Like what else? Oh, also, like my favorite, no, it's not my favorite shirt, but it's a shirt that like I frequent. My black polo, my black polo Ralph Lauren like women's collection. That shit, she's definitely divorced like 4 times. But bitch who had that shirt, nah, she got caught cheating on her husband. That is a hoe shirt. What? Nah, that shit look too fly. Whatever woman had that shit before me, I promise you, she got 4 ex-husbands. All her fault. All her fault. She caused them divorces. She did it. I feel like all the blouses that I've thrifted have a story. Like the one like brown with the black polka dots, that for sure used to belong to some black aunt. You know what I mean? Who used to wear like the black camisoles underneath. Like that, yeah. Like I have like a, no, that's probably like one of my most feminine like shirts. Nah, that's a lie. My crop tops don't count as my feminine shirts. They don't count. I don't think they count. What the? I'm an idiot. I heard something fall. I got terrified, thinking something went wrong. No, just my kid knocking something off their bed. Things happen. Bruh, I got scared. That shit scared the hell out of me. I knew it wasn't anything of danger. I didn't reach for my damn gun. I got very scared. I was like, what went thump in the night? No, that was some real like, oh, I got fucking terrified. What? No. Bro, excuse me? That shocked the shit out of me. No. Little motherfuckers telling me to shut up, knocking shit off the bed. Like, what? I'm easily scareable. I tell you guys, I have terrible anxiety. I'm a very twitchy person. You know that's a joke? I'm a very twitchy person. I hear one thing and then I'm thrown off for the next like 5 minutes. My heart is still jumping. Also, oh, I forgot. Let's have a talk about it. I'm almost out of my super sativa like brain race gummies. I haven't had them in. I had one like 2 weeks ago and I couldn't stream because I got so high and had a panic attack. I had to stream like an hour late. And I was like, yo, I'm not used to having edibles like this, because 50 milligrams of a sativa gummy that I know, this brand hits so hard and you can only get it on the reservation. I pray to God that I can get more soon, because they are the best thing to like come of my searching for good edibles. So yeah, those are why my streams used to go for 4 hours solid of me just talking and no breaks. Those things are responsible. I used to be such more of an like a sativa heavy person, but that's why my anxiety was so bad too. My anxiety was bad, bro. It was bad. Like, I don't miss that. I don't miss that at all. I don't miss it. That's why I know sativa's for me. I need productivity. I need productivity. I'm used to like wild heartbeat. I would say I don't know why. I used to be an amphetamine addict. What the fuck you mean you don't know why? I used to actually be addicted to amphetamine. I was just gonna say, oh, I don't know why. I'm so used to my heart racing. Exactly, my heart's racing. Stupid. I'm talking to myself, by the way. I'm talking to myself. But I don't enjoy the feeling of having my heart race again because I'm not used to it. Like, I don't know how to say, I'm used to, I can handle it because it used to happen so much, but I'm not used to it happening anymore. So when it does happen, I'm like, oh, this is a lot. I can handle it because at one point I was on actual chemicals. This is fine. But do I want to experience it? No. Who just wants to sit there and have their fucking heart rampant race? Okay. 30 minutes in, and I kind of want to jump into this topic, right? Because there are probably people who you slipped and hated it. Yeah, relapses will do that. Relapses will, or slips. That's what I call them. I'm sorry. I use my own words. I'm sorry, Kentucky. I'm sorry. But like slips will do that. As somebody who has slipped and fell down the mountain many times, you're fine. It happens. The fact that you can admit it, get up, and walk away from it, you're fine. If you can do it once, you can do it again. X the Boy Wonder, welcome to Broadcast Radio. I'm your host, Pineapple, your host, the most smoke, and today I have the most strange concept of how consistency and community and interesting topics, just because I'm me, right? That can lead to regular numbers. Like, I know, right? Consistency is key, and I understand that, right? Consistency is key, but when your definition of consistency is just go on your own time, just rapid, throw it at the wall, and then someone tells you, hey, the real definition of consistency is, you know, like, you got to pace yourself, and you really have to really take your time with what you're pacing yourself with. Or I'm sorry, the correct usage of the term consistency would be that. Yeah, you get more results when you use it the proper way. You get way more results. You get way more results. But that's just my reflection on how I have to rebuild my channel, which, like, let's be real, that shit's kind of working. And it's a lot of me talking, but that's the basis of it now. That's the basis. The basis is me talking. Whatever I want to talk about, I talk about. But it's just me talking. We just gotta know how to best support, and we'll be there. How to best support will always be through the Buy Me a Coffee, or it would be through yeah, because that's my membership. So, like, yes, the memberships right now are always the best. And just watching, that's all. Just watching. One moment, all. Remember, your views and your laughs are what matter. Yes, subscribing does help. You have a great voice to listen to. Simone McQuange. Listen, you have a very strong name. I'm going to say it right. Simone McQuange. I'm going to say it right, all right? My real name is very, like, plain and weird. So I'm going to say it right. Simone McQuange? Is that how you say it? Is that how you say it? That's my final entry. Is that how I'm saying it? I hope I'm right. I swear to God, I hope I'm right. Don't worry about the. Ah, damn. Okay. Simone, welcome to the Broke Life Radio. I'm host, Pineapple, host, Most Smoke. And today, I have the most reflections on how consistency will always be key to life, to success, and to the betterment of my career. I'm South African. Okay. That's the demographic is shifting. No, I'm kidding. No, I have like the widest demographic of people who watch. But thank you for saying that I have a nice voice to listen to. That's super ironic because my grandmother, who, okay, this is weird as fuck to say. My family was not the nicest to me through life, but they always supported my, like whatever the hell I wanted to do. So there would be talks about, oh, you should get on the radio because of your voice. You should do something, or use your voice for good because you're using it to annoy me. Why do you have to have such a smart mouth when you can entertain people? That was something my grandma said. Yes, right there. Why are you using your mouth to annoy people? You can entertain people. Hello. Now I just talk too much. If I told my family, hey, this is like kind of my job now to sit and like talk for hours in front of a webcam and microphone, they'd probably think I'm like, first of all, my mom might cry. She has always seen me try this shit, right? She's always seen me do things on the internet. My mom bought me my first cameras, like my first personal cameras my mother bought for me. So when she would see me with my camera, when she would see me, do things on the internet, she would get disappointed when I'm telling her it's not working. She would get, and I always had the wrong mindset, right? It was supposed to be, hey, is it working? Not yet. Not, hey, is it working? No. You see the difference? And you might think that I'm just figuring out like kindergarten concepts, but I'm sorry, I was, like a mentally ill child. I didn't understand these concepts. I was having to understand why my like father was like beating the hell out of me. I like fuck certain shit, right? But I didn't get just like how certain work. And I'm a writer. Why did I not think about this for myself? But on paper, I can think about it for a character. I can think about it for a timeline, but not for me. So to say, oh, is it working? Not yet. Instead of no. Why? Because not yet opens up the possibility that it will work. I feel like that concept is very like lackluster for me. Not lackluster, but it's like suffocated almost. It's not. I've been a viewer of Pine since last October. For real? What the fuck? Wait, what videos did I make in October? Nah, I was monetized by January. Yeah, okay, that makes sense. Yeah. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Yeah. Thank you. I've got great insight. I often think that I'm a mentally late bloomer. Yeah. Like I lost a lot of years to addiction and bipolar disorder. Like I lost a lot of years. And I'm not gonna lie, it's hard to stomach that sometimes. Like I'll sit and just kind of stare at the wall and go, yeah, there's like a giant chunk of your life that you just can't get back. That you wait. And I didn't waste it because I got so much done. Like for those 6 years, I fucking got a degree. That was like my whole college length. I did so much in those 6 years. Why? Because I was on drugs. But I feel like I wasted that time because I couldn't enjoy life fully. Because what came with addiction? What came with all those substances? Mental health problems. Like, awful mental health problems. I just kind of had to deal with it. What's your favorite? I don't even have that plugged in. I feel like I'm schizophrenic. But no, I want to say that I didn't lose too much of my life to, you know, like a stagnant 6 years. And it wasn't even stagnant. Once again, I was moving. I was like grooving around, shucking and jiving, right? But how much of that do I have left? Like, nothing. I don't even have my habits left. Like, that's why I feel like that was a wasted time. That was complete and utter, like, you know, rise to the roller coaster and loop-de-loops and shit. But at the end, it's just a ride. I can't really take anything from a ride, because the ride has to come to an end, right? That's just the way I'm thinking. That's how I rationalize it to myself sometimes, to make myself feel like I'm not wasting, or I didn't waste time. All part of the journey, right? Yes. I don't know why, but I can't have my headphones on fully. It makes me insane. Like, it like drives me like beyond wild. Can't change yesterday, look forward to better tomorrow. I have no want to look back on negativity anymore. And Sonny, it's because my mom never let me have two headphones on. I was gonna skip the reason, but I wasn't gonna like let people think it was a different one. No, it's because my mom never let me have two headphones on. When it came to earbuds, yo, she would threaten to cut one. She wanted us to hear her at all times. If she called, bro, But I'm slowly, no, it's fine. No, that's the truth. That's not a joke. That's very much true. But no, my negative thinking has lightened up so much. Like, my negative thinking has lightened up so much. And just like the video that I just made, your environment has a lot to do with it. Your environment has so much to do with it. You have no clue how much your environment has to do with it until you change your environment. Like, you make people feel not so alone sometimes. When I had my like backslide times, it was because I was stagnant as hell. Like, I was stagnant as hell. And I felt like I was super slowed down because of antipsychotics. And my environment stressed me out so bad at times, because it was I watched it happen, man. Like, the more useless I got, like the worse like the downslide got. But no, I feel like, once again, I'm always gonna blame antipsychotics. You will never hear me speak positively of antipsychotics. I don't give a fuck how well it goes. I don't care about any of that. I don't care. Antipsychotics ruined my life. at the time, several times. For me, you'll never hear me speak positively about them. You'll never hear me speak positively about them for me, because they didn't work. They made me a docile bitch. And I always wondered, if somebody were to, let's say, eat me, hold on. If somebody were to, let's say, eat me while I'm on all of these different antipsychotics that are making me a docile bitch, because I'm also on the equivalent of like big boy Xanax, because Xanax is like fast acting, like, you know, hit you like a brick. Klonopin is, hey, here's a pillow, I'm gonna smother you with calmness. So I was on 3 milligrams of calm pills, and then a lot of, or 15 milligrams of olanzapine every day, 15 to 20 at certain points. And olanzapine is not supposed to be used long term. Doctors used to tell me this all the time. Like, I'm not putting you on this. Yo, shout out to the one, I called her the medicine woman. Shout out to that Indian descent lady. She quite literally prescribed me enough, like, not enough, but like a certain, like a timed out cocktail that made me an actual like slave. Like, I can't believe this shit. Like, and it's not, and I call her a medicine woman because she was prescribing me all types of like wild shit at one point. All within like the guidelines to prescribe a bipolar person, of course. It wasn't on some script chasing, getting high shit. She was just testing my brain, and each pattern, okay, please hear me out, right? Please hear me out. Each pattern of like, okay, you're gonna take this at this time of this time. That was pattern of drugs 1, right? Pattern of drugs 2, pattern of drugs 3. They were all different medications at different times and, you know, strengths. Each pattern made me feel like a different person. Each pattern completely changed my brain to like a pipeline of which one it wanted. So let's say drug pattern 1 made me feel like a calm guy all the time, like just sedated, floating through life. Drug pattern 2 made me super happy, like I couldn't get mad, and when I did get mad, it was like and it was like each pattern just tweaked my brain enough where it's like, okay, now you're this person, now you're this person, now you're this person. And it was the scariest shit in the world, because I look back at each one of those like patterns of my time, and I was a different person each time. And like, if I didn't have an identity crisis then, if I didn't have an identity crisis before, but no, that lady really had me like the regimen that I was on steadily the most had me to where I was docile and I would go along with anything. I was okay with anything. I was just so tired. These are the things that I think about. Nadine Dixon, welcome to Progress Radio. I'm your host, Pineapple. I'm your host, Pineapple, your host of Most Smoke. And today, I have the most realizations of the Western medicine system, the American medicine system, however, medical system, whatever. I don't enjoy what antipsychotics did to me. I used to just go along with absolutely everything, and I was just on my regular regimen, because when I was on antidepressants, that was just, I don't know, that was, oh god, when I was on just one kind of medication, holy shit. That's why if you look, well, you can't look back at my YouTube channel now, it's gone. I was gonna say, if you look back far enough, I used to have videos of me just completely, there's no videos from me. Nope, there's one social media that has a bunch of videos of me fresh off of active addiction, fresh off of it. I was gonna say, there's no social media that has video. Oh wait, I'm an idiot. There's one social media that has literally the entire like capture of my addiction. I mean, but I don't use it. I was thinking like long form videos, not like 1 minute clips. The 1 minute clips on Instagram are amazing. I will never get rid of those. Like all of those are past the statute of limitations. If you watch those, they're just me being great. All of those 1 minute clips on them bitches are just me having the time of my life. And it's not like that was a highlight reel. That was just me having my camera every day. Like every day. And it wasn't like I was only posting fun shit. There's a bunch of sad ass videos on there, but I was still living it the fuck up. Niggas don't understand that. Like I found a bunch of old photos of a very bro, I don't like to use the M word because what bipolar person wants to use the M word, right? But let's just say I was a very not low person. Okay, I was a very not low person. Bro, my eyes were bugged. This was 2020, 2021. Yo, eyes just like you tell, like the bag's heavy underneath. I'm sleeping 4 hours a night. What? I got like great suggestion on Marvel, on Maverick too. Yo. Okay, I got a video coming out on her tomorrow. I don't know if the way I structured it, I really feel like I was on some documentary shit. I ain't gonna hold you, bro. It's like one of those things where I'm playing it like, oh, could be this, or could it be this, or this? But then I found this. How I used to do my sit down videos with the webcam and then clip in the clips of me reacting to it, I really kind of boiled that down. I'm so glad that I can do this now. I've always been able to do it. Once again, I have a degree in editing and writing. Okay? Making videos is not hard. But falling back in love with taking your time and, doing what you're supposed to be doing, knowing that you're doing things with your actual, drive. Making Leland videos is, at this point, more about exposure than the creativity with it. I don't know. The old videos do have a lot of creativity. They do. But I lost the purpose there. I definitely lost the purpose. Not lost the purpose because I did what I was supposed to do. But like with the creativity, I kind of dropped it because I'm like, this isn't like something I'm really like taking. Like, it's all jokes, right? But I don't know. There wasn't passion behind them after a while. It was more. It became more like journalism at a point. Yeah, there it was. It wasn't like I wasn't trying to make it funny anymore. Yeah, I was getting like actually mad that this person was still on the internet. It was less about comedy and more about, oh, you're a terrible person, I'm gonna expose you. So when I say there was no passion behind, there was no passion behind me trying to make it funny. Yeah, there was nothing there. No. At a certain point, it became more about like, yeah. I definitely exposed him for sure. There was no question about that. I knew it was gonna happen. I had to take I had to fall on the knife, But that was because of a whole other person, and my channel never really got hurt too bad because of him. But Will Kelly, I want no smoke with you, bro. Just be fat in peace, okay? Just be fat in peace, please. I want no smoke with you at all. I swear to God, I don't. But I feel happier making the videos that I have been. I'm not gonna lie about that. I feel way happier. I'm outside more. That was another thing. I was so just shut in. And that was how I spent my year shut in, basically, was just making YouTube videos on content farm mode. But I didn't know I could do it though. I did not know that I could do that for real. Like, I just wanted to test my limits, and then when I did it, I'm like, oh wait, I can totally do. Because please remember, I got so discouraged from YouTube. I got disgustingly discouraged from YouTube. Because my members remember, what's it called? The amphetamine diaries, or the stimulant diaries. The stimulant diaries. That was a 5-part series at one point already. 40 minutes each. All sit-down videos from my webcam. They were on YouTube at one point. And I got so discouraged after such a bad back and forth that I deleted all of those videos. I deleted every last one, and it was very depressing. Those things were gold. I went into crazy detail. Like, you guys think that the Stimulant Diaries that time was detailed? No. Nah. Because at that point, I was fresh off my medication. Blabber City. Because I didn't cull it. Like, I never, like, you know? So whenever I would like just get off of taking heavy doses of antipsychotics, my brain would always ramp up, go for who knows amount of time. And sometimes I do miss having that kind of work ethic, like fresh off of anti-psych meds, brain can't stop working, but I could never do anything good with it. What would I do? Fucking wash dishes. I would work my shit job and go crazy at home and raise my kid. But sometimes I do miss having that work ethic. I do. But once again, I know like jolts like that are not good. Jolts like that are nothing special at. But that goes back to the idea: would someone who would, let's say, you know, for whatever reason, decide to, okay, let's say the vampire example, right? Before people think I'm like insane, let's say the vampire example. If a vampire were to, like, you know, suck my blood, eat me, whatever, how would he feel? Because not like prime addiction me, because if it was prime addiction me, oh no. He might have to go to rehab that night. That nigga's gonna be scared. Yo, imagine that vampire has hung around nothing but like straight edge niggas and vegans, and he only eat like, I don't know, like halal niggas, you know what I mean? Imagine he only had clean blood his whole life. That nigga only had clean blood his whole life, and then he met me circa 2019. Yo, oh my god, he's gonna crawl back. What did you do to me? He's gonna sit on the curb. He's gonna start convulsing. Oh my god, he'd be in for the time of his life. It'd be awful for him. It'd be awful. He'd probably OD. And he'd weigh like 100 pounds more than me too. Dense motherfucker, crying, throwing up, saying, I got this shit. My stomach. Like, buck up, bitch. Jesus. You ate a chunk out of my leg and you're asking me to take you to the hospital? Whoa. Okay. Pick the wrong victim. Oh yeah. Now I was about to explain my vampire kidnap plot, but Diamond Reed, welcome to Broke House Radio. I'm your host, Pineapple, your host, About Smoke, and today I'm gonna keep going with my vampire kidnap plot. Okay. So, after he bites me and he's gonna be all incapacitated, right? I'm gonna drag this nigga in the crib. He's definitely gonna OD outside, so I don't want that to be. Listen, if a mythical creature ODs outside my house in this neighborhood, the cops are never gonna get out of here, okay? If a mythical creature has a no, absolutely not. Get your ass in here. So now I have to worry about the vampire ransom. They are very rich, but they will rip me limb from limb. Okay. They will rip me limb from limb. So now I have to decide. Is it worth keeping this mythical creature tied up in the basement while he overdoses, and I have to watch him, you know? Or do I let him out, and then he goes to some sort of hospital, like, oh my god, this is a vampire. What do we do? I'm gonna have to answer for that. Like, I can't just drop a vampire off. Yo, hold on, scenario. Oh my god, is that a movie? Is that a movie? You niggas not good enough at writing to do this. Not good enough, but you're not quick enough. Already copyrighted it. Shut up. See, this is quite literally how all of my shit starts. All right. Damn, that was fucking hilarious. Holy shit, I'm so glad I wrote that down. But can you imagine like the wild scenario of me having to explain to an emergency room worker why I just brought a vampire in that is overdosing on the floor? Dude, holy fuck, bro, that'd be scary. That'd be horribly scary. That'd be a lot of questions. That'd be a lot of questions. Like, where'd you get him? I don't know. Where'd you... At this point, I'm pretty sure they would want to know where he came from. I can't answer that. I don't know. He just attacked me. And he came back and then said, what's wrong with you? So now they're asking me questions. Like, what's in your blood that could make, like, they could put down this like, what, bro, oh my God. I don't even think they want, because first of all, I'd be bleeding profusely. I never addressed that, right? I'd be bleeding like from a giant open wound from a chunk out from a mythical creature. And do I not get points for saving this mythical creature's life? Do I not get points for snitching? Do not get points for snitching. I saw the word. I'm not. What the fuck would I snitch on? It's me. No, I'm saying like at that point, what would I have to snitch on? I would just be on drugs. I'm not in my home. They can't come in my home. What? No, I would just be on substances. A vampire bit me, probably took a chunk out of my leg, and now he has to. Now I have to explain where the fuck he came from. Yo, what if the vampire had a bad home life? What if that nigga was? What if his whole family was a bunch of clean biting vegan niggas and he had a fight with his dad and he's like, I can't do this anymore, Dad. All you do is you bite these virgin losers and these fucking farmers, and I can't do it anymore. I can't. Dad's like, you will eat clean the rest of your life. So you know how kids in good neighborhoods usually go down to the hood to buy drugs? That nigga goes down to the hood to bite a junkie. So he starts creeping around the corner. I think that one's safe. How do you know? He's been dancing for 20 minutes. Oh fuck. This is how my brain works. I literally said like one joke. Chasing the high. Literally, he's chasing the high. He'd be trying to chase me. He'd be chasing his high. That's funny as fuck. The tagline would be chase the wrong high. The tagline would be chased the wrong high. This is why I try to explain to you guys, I really do have degrees in this shit. I swear to God I do. I don't, please don't let the like the stupid high smile fool you. I really love doing this. This is my passion. Just that little, like, what's that called? Like, that's damn near like a writer's room or like a creativity table or some shit. I like doing that. I like that shit, bro. I like it for real. I went to school for it. I devoted 6 years of my life to it. My favorite thing. I don't think that there's one thing that I enjoy more than working on something. Oh, I was gonna say like writing a film, but I don't really like writing just random like pieces anymore. I don't like it. Like I'm not gonna pretend I do. And if he couldn't get you, he would sponsor someone's drug habit to feed off them. Ooh! 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 Like he keep that motherfucker chained up in a barn, and he just feeds them heroin and then drains their blood. He keeps them well fed, makes them exercise and work on the farm, but then feeds them heroin and then bites their blood. That shit crazy, fellow. Taking orders like what come? Yo! Nah! Nah! Nah, it's fucking tough, man. I already took claim on that. You niggas saw it. I already took claim on that. There's video evidence of this. Haha, I'm glad it happened on live stream. I took claim of this. That was amazing. Holy fuck, that was amazing. That was amazing. That was amazing. That was amazing. Holy God. All right. So, I kind of want to do like... I've wanted to do this for a while, right? And this is good because I have a decent amount of concurrent viewers. And I haven't mentioned making fun of anyone yet. It's just been me talking concurrently, of me. A fucking tablet? What the fuck? What the hell? Where? Oh. Butter Nugget sent something. And I'm on mute. But, no, I want to do like a writer's room kind of thing. I definitely wanted to do a writer's room kind of thing for a while. That was one of my main goals. I will not lie about it. That was one of my main goals. I'm not checking Discord right now because I'm on a roll and I have to think. But that was one of my main goals when I started streaming on Twitch a lot. Probably 6 years ago. Holy fuck. About 5 years ago. That's gross to say out loud, but yeah. 5 years ago, I was streaming on Twitch to like 1 viewer at a time. And I used to just edit on there. I used to do a lot of things, but I used to edit. I tried to show my show. I tried to show off the show I've been writing for a long time, but I'm terrified to show that shit off on live stream. I'm petrified to have that shit on live stream. I don't want it there. I would love to write a different piece on stream as like a designated day, like a writer's room Wednesday, where it would just be, you know, like my script format page. Or first, I would need a treatment. No, treatments usually come for me in the middle of like first like 10 pages. Treatment, for anyone that does not know, being like a mass description of all main characters and general scene and general write-outs. I'm high as hell. General descriptions, write-outs. What the fuck? General descriptions of what major scenes you're gonna need, or major. What am I thinking? locations you're going to need, shot lists for a lot of stuff, or if it's for like a long project like a TV show, you might just need season breakdowns, character breakdowns, and description of the entire show. Like, my show has so much fucking shit to it because you can see it. You can, if you read the script, you can really see what episodes I was clearly on amphetamines writing. But okay, welcome to Supervised Radio. I'm your host about smoke, and today I have the most talks about anything I've wanted, pretty much, and it's so good. Like, this is one of those days where I can dive into topics or not. I've been trying to dive into one topic and I keep getting distracted. Yeah, there was a crazy brainstorm session about an idea. And I'm also gonna have a writer's room Wednesday here. I might make a scene. Should I make a scene that's like a chalkboard or like a text document? For writer's room Wednesday, should I have a text document theme? Would that be cool? A text document theme with like a glitching pencil? A glitching pencil. Come on. This is a notepad theme. This is like close, but I want a text document. I want to be the text document. And I want to have like the Brokehouse Radio, like getting written with like the cursor. Butter Nugget, we are doing well here, I believe. This is a very calm stream. Good one. And Clippy. Yes. I'm glad that you guys know when I can, like, now that I have a little bit of time to do this, first of all, Writer's Room Wednesday is for sure happening. And now that I have time to do this, I'm going to make an amazing scene. First, I have to find, like, a PNG image of just a plain like Microsoft Word document. I got it. I know what the fuck I'm doing. I got it. We said make it Thursday. Okay. I mean, it doesn't really matter what day it is, to be honest. If I'm being, that doesn't matter. I was just going for the W continuation, but I will change it to Thursday once again because the day does not matter. I don't. If everyone is okay with a Thursday writer's room, yeah, it doesn't. It truly. I promise you, I was just going with my brain. I was going with some like some like ABC. You know what I mean? Like, no, really, it does not matter. No, Thursday. Nah, that works. That works a lot. Nah, that works a lot. No, seriously. Because once again, it's just the streams are gonna start at 11 and end anywhere from 1 a.m. to 2. So it and I would like for you to be involved in a situation. I want everyone to have their. Well, actually, I'm gonna say this right now. I will not be like writing down everyone's fucking decisions or everyone's ideas. I'm saying it right now. I gotta put my foot down. I can't do that. I refuse. I refuse to just be bombarded with ideas and be forced to write things down. Then it becomes Dance Monkey Dance, and I can't have that. See, there are certain things I just refuse to do. Yeah, there are certain things I refuse to do, and pretend like everyone's ideas are good is one of them. Yeah, I refuse. I refuse to pretend like everyone's ideas were one of them. Because that's just not logical. If I wrote down every idea that I had, you guys are probably going to see me backspace, talk to myself a million times. Because the idea is I'm not going to sit here and write in front of you and just ignore you. It's going to be there. We're going to casually discuss things. And if I get a page done in 3 hours, cool. I'm not trying to write a feature-length film in front of you guys. This is for entertainment. One way for entertainment. I don't have to explain group entertainment for you fucks. I don't have to do that. I'm just slow and have to explain everything myself. Okay. But I don't plan on sitting here and writing 30 pages in 3 hours. How I, you know, if I want to set a goal, that's, bro, me on speed could write 30 pages in like 2 hours, maybe 1.5. Oh my god, it was a problem. You can tell that I can. I have to go back, and that's why I'm editing my show again, because I have to go back and be like, damn, I wrote like 15 pages in a course of an hour. This is a problem. I was productive on my relapses. I'll give you that. I was never a lazy user. Never. I was productive on my fucking relapses. Thank God that part of my life is completely over, but like I was very productive on my relapses. I have to say that. Finished my show after one. After, but like during the time period. I knew my life was gonna like shift at some point. Like, I knew my life was gonna shift at some point. I was like, oh, this is it. Progress is not linear. Remember that. As long as you get up every day and try again. Get up every day and try again. But I held on to that show, bro. I held on to that shit for a minute. Now, the movies that I've been trying to write, bro, I'll be honest. Let me get a Gatorade and be very honest with you guys. I have a movie that it's uncomfortable how much it's about me. Like it's uncomfortable how much it's about me. And it makes me feel kind of dickheadish because I caught myself writing it, and it's basically what I want to happen. And it's kind of embarrassing to think about, but it's not what I want to happen, but it's like, oh, this is kind of a dream. But what happens if like this dream scenario went very wrong for you? And I took that idea, exactly how you guys just saw it. That was my creative process. I'm glad that you all just saw that. That is 100% my creative process. The like sitting here stone giggling, what happened if a vampire bit me? Like on some Beavis and Butthead. Like I think in Beavis and Butthead terms. I can't recreate it. It doesn't happen on command. Butternugget, you know that. It happens when it happens, and it happened right here. Yeah. Bro, man. Yeah, it boils down to what happens if a vampire bit me in prime 2019 junkie days. And that vampire ODs. Now I gotta take him to the hospital. Now the hospital is on my ass like, hey bro, why do you have a vampire here? Like, how'd you get this nigga? And I'm like, I don't know. He just bit me. And they're like, well, you brought a vampire to us. You got to answer to that. And then hilariousness ensues. And there's also an alternate situation that was offered in by let me get the name. Simone, a new member of the High Pine Society. Where if the vampire can't get to me, then they're gonna enslave another junkie and start drinking their blood because they want to get high. Government comes for both y'all asses. Listen. I'd be terrified. At that point, just kill me. I'm not answering any, because I'm gonna. If they've dug into my name enough, listen. He's the least of my worries. Okay. I'm gonna have to answer for a lot of things that they you know, like the limits already passed, but they're gonna like drill me about them, and that's gonna scare me. Okay, it's gonna scare me real bad. And I'm like, fuck. Come on, man. It's just a lost box. Why do you gotta pester me about it? That's a joke. I obviously can't, obviously. It's all ha-has. This is all comedy. It's all jokes. Come on. And Vampire Hunter. So you're telling me that I now have to write in hood-based vampire hunters. Hood-based vampire hunters? Because who else would be tracking him? He's coming to my neighborhood to find junkies to eat. He tries to take a chunk out of me. If you're telling me I have to think of characteristics for hood nigga vampire hunters, if you're telling me that's what I have to do, I'm about to start crying. I'm so fucking high. That is possibly the most interesting thing that someone has ever suggested for me to do. Like, is that what I'm being asked to do? That would just be Blade. No, it wouldn't. I said hood nigga vampire hunters. I did not say Blade, okay? I did not say Blade. There's a difference. I'm thinking of something totally different. So is that the challenge? Because I have to put this together way, way more strategically than you would think. I'm thinking NBA YoungBoy plus a wooden stake. That's where my mind's going. I'm talking 2016 NBA YoungBoy. Yeah, we'll go with the primes. All right. Or a Pee Wee Longway character. Pee Wee Longway. That archetype of person. If you're telling me that I could make a Pee Wee Longway vampire hunter, I think I'd be a happy person. They have their customers being picked off. Now we're thinking they're ready for the vampires. Yo, I'm loving this shit. Oh my God. He goes, if he ain't young, you gotta say it with the Baton Rouge accent and everything. Think you gonna die? Oh my God. Oh my goodness. And they got Marie Gina. Welcome to the Burglass Radio. I'm your host, Pineapple, your host of Most Smoke. I don't know if I gave you an introduction. I'm so sorry. I was so focused on the writing project that we're doing on Thursday. Fuck, bro. Yeah, that's the writing project that we're doing on Thursday, is a vampire fighting me and turning that into a vampire biting me in prime, like 2019. We could say 2020, but then he started tripping more than. No, 19. Actually, we could just swing it right back to 18. Honestly, I was on drugs for a long time. But he wouldn't know what he was getting into, for real. He would not know what the fuck he was getting into. And I could talk about the breakdown of that, because I feel like at a point he would. I mean, he can't die, right? Like, you know what I mean? Like, can't die. I mean, what if that nigga could die? Yo, what if vampires are like clean eaters because they just don't, they can't do drugs because their hearts are weak and shit? Because them niggas need blood. Oh, what if the niggas need blood? So their hearts are mad shriveled and frail. So when they do try and do... Hold on. I have to feed off of that real fast. I'm here. How we doing? Okay. Group of listen. This is what happened. Scholastic Books just shut me down, bro. Scholastic Books. Listen. Scholastic Books trying to shut me down, bro. They heard that. They're like, yo, shut it down. He's about to start the next major book series. Shut it down. Shut it down. Nope, you can't stop this shine, Scholastic. Can't do it. Cause I don't write books. I'm bad at that. Anyways, group of teenage vampires, right? All these niggas start going to the hood. They start eating the crackheads, the weak niggas. I'm talking like old, frail, like just orange. You know what I mean? Like, not that crackheads is frail, but they start eating the crackheads, right? These niggas are getting high as fuck, and they're not eating a lot, right? But they build tolerances like what to everything to every drug, or they start eating the college kids that's doing like recreational drugs. They start biting college kids and getting their blood, right? Either one. They like whoever they want to choose. You know what I mean? Whoever they want to choose. This nigga thought he was about to catch one in the dark, and look at him squirming on the ground. You know what I mean? Like they like usually teenage vampires will go after the kids just smoking weed, just getting drunk. This motherfucker decided to chomp into the wrong guy, and now his chest is convulsing. He's throwing up. He shit himself twice. The one that don't fall exactly. They start eating them up. They start eating up the potheads. They start standing outside the dispensaries. And now this one, like, cause they eat them, and then you know what happens? They're gone. They're back to the suburbs. They're back to the fucking country, wherever the fuck they live, right? In the city, it all ties in. In the city, like the bodies are just getting found. The bodies are just getting found here and there, here outside the liquor store, outside the corner store, here, there. The bodies are just getting found. Like, what's happening to the crackheads? What's going on? And we know it's always that one conspiracy theory ass nigga. Hey, bro, I think it's vampires. All the drug dealers looking around like, what the fuck? Vampires? What? Nigga, no, it's not vampire. He's like, bro, I'm telling you, it's vampires. I'm not making a caricature of black people. I'm making a caricature of one specific homie that we all have, that they always think is something wild whenever they hit the blunt twice. I'm telling you, we all got this one friend, and if you don't think that you have one, you are that friend. Thank you. I'm like, bro, I'm telling you, it's vampires. Look. Old man, listen. How many times you don't know? How many times old man Stewart done passed out outside the liquor store? 100 times. Now he passed out when the white boys start moving in, and when we saw a pack of them walking down the street, and now he got teeth marks all over him with Sperry shoe marks on his forehead. I don't like this. No, we all have the one conspiracy theory friend. The one conspiracy theory friend every time. I don't hang out with the conspiracy theory friend very often. But that would be my idea of how it would go. And once again, I would hope that this this can't come off as racist. This is just hilarious. This is objectively a great idea. I'm not gonna lie. In Sims? No. Like the idea of like Sims kill. Nah, you know what? I couldn't do it with like the overdosing and everything, but I could make the characters in The Sims. I've made the characters of my show in The Sims before, so I can do that, yeah. I can do that for sure. That's part of my job, to keep the entertainment going. Damn it, that's a good fucking idea. That's like wild world building. That is wild world building. Damn. You know what sucks? when I think of characters, they make sense in my head. Like every character of anything I write, it makes sense in my head. I know what them niggas look like. All I gotta do is have people audition and it makes sense. But I don't like. I think Sims is gonna be the best way that I can show you guys what I'm thinking for their faces and for their physiques and shit. I don't. Damn, it's so weird that like. Butternugget, hello. How are you? You're back. Back doing the damn thing. I am really good at Sims world building. I'm not gonna lie. That's a talent because, like with writing, it's world building. You know, everyone has a backstory. You know, a little tale to be told. I love it so much. Probably my favorite way to spend time on the computer. But I get so frustrated trying to describe what my characters look like. Because some are very self-explanatory. Like, whoa, what was that? Jesus. I often use the description of a slender, dark woman who looks like a mixture of Whoopi Goldberg and Run DMC. All the members. I'm back again. Hello. Yeah, that's the description for a character in my show. I mention that show a lot. I don't fucking care. I'll mention that show until it's done. Okay? I'll mention that shit till it's done. Whoopi and Run DMC for sure. Absolutely. Are we kidding? That was a perfect description for this character. Perfect description for this character. I don't think that there is. No, I do have. I got some fun. Hold on. I have not checked anything. I have not checked anything. My tablet's right here. You see the pink thing. I've checked nothing. Okay. I'm not checking anything because I'm on a hot streak. If I get distracted, I'm not gonna go back on track. I'm not. The vampire. Oh, I thought you meant from Discord. My bad. Oh, you meant this. The vampire thing. Seth Rogen has been around for centuries. It already has. And then that's when they like, and then now drinking party goers' blood is now like a drug to them. That's their like recreational shit now. Nah, son. Then he has to eat them. Do you think people would take a like? I would have to remove Seth Rogen because he's a fucking garbage actor, but he would be good for this role. He would definitely be good. A good base, if anything. I forgot that he doesn't look like how he used to look. He doesn't. Oh, damn, he looks different now. makes it a week, but is suffering. He goes out to the street to find the guy. You heard my liquor store thing and bounced off of that. You heard my liquor store thing and bounced off of that. Okay. See, now we're actually getting... Damn it, this isn't the writer room. Fuck, you guys need to hold on to these ideas. Okay? Gotta hold on to these ideas. This is gonna be great for world building. This is gonna be great for world building because fuck. There should be like some, hold on. Building off of that. Give me a second. Hold it. Building off of that. What if you mentioned blood bank, and that was a crucial liquor store. Yeah, I mentioned the liquor store. The guy who was passed out at the liquor store. They started eating outside the in the hood. You weren't here for that? Come on. I mentioned the conspiracy theory guy. They were eating outside the hood. They were eating I don't know. I named him Richard. I don't know if I named him Richard, but yeah, I mentioned they were eating outside the liquor store. No one listens to me. Just like my mom. I'm not that damaged. I would hope that we all bring our creativity to the writer's room. I think I named him Richard. I don't know. I'm going to go back and I'm not going to go back. I'm not going to find out. This is recorded, so I'm definitely going to... Damn, I didn't... I hope we're not all stealing my group idea. That would be fucking... But there's like too much evidence and conversation about this entire idea. I love how that's kind of how the internet works now. AI already stole it. Yo, that's not funny. Just don't push me down the stairs. I didn't push her down the stairs. She fell down the stairs with meat inside of her stomach. That's so rude. All right, I struggled with that for a long time. My eye looked horribly closed. That's almost always for show and for like making myself feel better. It doesn't do anything. AI did not steal my idea yet, okay? Not yet. Not yet. I'm gonna be so pissed when like I can't prove that AI, because you know what sucks? You know, in a couple of years, at some point, not at some point, now, it happens now. If I were to say this idea, someone said, is that AI? Did you get that from like ChatGPT? No. No. I just really like having long conversations with people who have creative brains. Like, are we kidding? It's almost like demonized to have your own like lane of creativity, because then it's nah, that's fake, man. Well, no. First it was you stole that from somewhere. Now that's AI. It's not. Because people are writing books, people are writing shows, movies, all of it, and that's okay. Like, that's good. It's scary, man. I know that the writer will be X'd out at some point, right? The writer will be X'd out at some point. But can I at least get one thing off, please? Like, damn, man. Can I get one movie off? Fuck, please. I don't know. I want to like I don't know. The dream was to sell a show to a cable network, you know, and then when cable TV just died, that did not become the goal anymore. Did not become the goal anymore. Now I guess my goal is to sell, when it comes to like my work, is to, you know, get creative properties and sell it to a streaming service. Writer passes show off as AI to get it produced. Stop. Stop. Because that doesn't sound that. That's another movie. That's another movie. A man finds absolutely. Hold on. Let me do it. No one interrupt me. No one. Do it. Cause y'all got great ideas. Let me lay the base. And then we build the foundation. I mean, let me lay the foundation, and we build the walls. This is how you know I was a computer person and not a construction guy. I type. Okay, give me a second. Struggling writer has like the same three books. He's been shopping around for years. No one really wants to take that shit. Makes it into a movie format. No one really wants to take it. Then claims that it's a hybrid AI and self-written script. That shit's starting to blow up. Oh my god, everybody wants it left and right. Everyone wants it left and right. Now, different AI engines are people, you know what I mean? Like people who make AI engines are coming out and saying, he wrote this himself. He's a fraud. Getting called a fraud because he didn't use AI. And now he has to try and prove, like hold it down, damn near in court, that he used a computer to write this. Yeah, that's the future. That's the fucking future. Just like how people are claiming, I didn't make the song with AI. I did not make the song with, I promise you I didn't make it. You have to say, I promise you I made this. What? I couldn't write something this good. I didn't do it. I didn't write something this good. Yeah. These are the things I think about late at night. Heater ass film idea. That's kind of what's happening with that song called Rubbers that I play. The 80s sounding song. The person who made it swears up and down that they did not use AI. They clearly did. It's clearly an AI song that he ran his voice through. Why do I play it? Because it smacks, okay? If he wants to claim that it's not AI, okay, great. I'll believe you. Watching local cable. I love that shit. I used to love Phoenix flexing when he was, rapping about popping pills and selling drugs. It was great. But now he raps about pills on the table and, 80s sounding things. Which is cool. But what a jump. What a damn jump. That kind of shows that you can pivot as long as you get a big enough reach. As long as you get a big enough reach for your audience, you will always be able to pivot. As long as you don't do it too late. Even if it is too late. I'm trying to think. I think the worst pivot. I think usually the worst pivots are like to Christian content. Because if that is usually where people have a downfall. My God, people assume that because they have a big audience, that audience is going to transfer over exactly to what they want next. You have to slowly incorporate your next, style of anything. When you make art, you have to slowly incorporate that shit. Hey, that's where all the that's where all the streams came from. I did that well. I took my own advice. So when Leland content slowed down and my personal content wasn't getting a lot of traction, I immediately jumped into the streaming thing heavily. Because I wanted to do talk radio for a long time on multiple different channels and it didn't work. I had a little audience and then it worked. And even when it got shut down, here I am back making it work. Very nice. On my fucking office looking computer. This computer looks so fucking old, but I love it. I love it to death. My computer looks like something you would find at an office. It does not look special at all. I have it covered in stickers, of course, but underneath the stickers in the Polaroid photo, it's just like an office computer. Everything on my desk, if you take away the decoration and the lights, it's just office equipment. This screen, I have an aesthetic, right? Clearly. It looks like, you know, a little broadcast, you know, a little broadcast equipment, you know, a little office equipment. Office and broadcast mix. There it is. I have, you know, obviously the microphone. This mouse is like the most modern looking thing that I have. Yeah, it's the most modern looking thing that I have. The keyboard clearly has this grayish, yeah, New York radio station. There we go. Thank you. New York broadcast office. Bingo. Thank you. This keyboard looks like it was like attached to an Atari. This screen is old. Like, I think my uncle had this shit since I was 10. Not an exaggeration. It has a VGA port. This is connected to a VGA port. And he handed it straight to me. He said, "Can you use this?" I said, "I sure can." Like, it's a PC screen. I can use it. That way my graphics card is freed up. Like, it has a lot more, like, you know, has a lot more wiggle room, so I can do what I gotta do. Because if it was hooked up to HDMI like it was, I had 2 screens running at one point, and then my computer pretty much like committed to it. It just. Oh, you need the link for the editing controller button? I will send that in Discord. I'm so sorry. So sorry. I will send that, I promise. But I had 2 screens on this thing at one point, HDMI and VGA, both ports. Bro, my computer was shit one day. And I freaked out too, because this was at like the height of me really posting every day. Not posting every day, but posting consistently. I freaked out. I was like, oh my, I don't know what to do. And I calmed down, I breathed. And then, because I noticed that like both pictures got really fucked up, and then everything just went. It just never came back on for like an hour or 2. I was like, oh, I'm tweaking. I'm freaking out. I was really freaking the fuck out. And then I unplugged the second screen. Never plugged it back in. I kept it unplugged forever. I never plugged it back in. And my computer has not given me one problem. My stream is fine. My stream is fine. Don't say that. That's so fucked up. Don't say that. Anyways, no, I had a tiny screen. I really did. Are we serious? Are we serious? I'm about to cry. It's just jokes, right? Is it just jokes? Okay, alright, okay. I was about to have my feelings hurt. But, okay, everyone's good, everyone's good. Most people are good, most people are good, most people are good. Where was I? Right, the computer. This was easily the best Christmas gift, because I got, yeah, I know. Like, I needed a win in life, and I could not afford my own computer. Even like this cheap ass computer here, I could not afford it at the time. I didn't even have a fucking place to live. I was thinking writer's friend is an AI engine at a production company. The AI that the friend is working on barely works, and his friend is errors. writer makes a deal with him to act as the AI. All right, I have to stop you right here. As somebody who has met a lot of people who like to write and, you know, get their things sold, he would never admit it. He would continue to get the money. That movie would end as soon as it starts. he would immediately just keep going. Write me as many things as you can. All right, I'll buy all of your scripts for pennies and sell them for hundreds of thousands of dollars. What? No. Media is like hustling, bro. You find somebody sweet and you rob them. media is like getting it like that, okay? We don't work by the hour. We gotta get it how we get it, nigga. The fuck? No. He would have every last bit of his creativity snatched from him. That'd be a good movie, but it would just be. That's where the friend becomes the antagonist. Yeah, he would just have everything snatched from him. And then he would probably have to like murder him, but he would ask AI how to do it. He would ask AI how to do it. Even though I heard you can't do that. I didn't know that. I don't ask AI anything. I don't fucking care. So, this is a thing that I do, right? Don't you dare judge me. Don't anyone fucking judge me. I like to have dry cereal as if I'm like a horse or something. And that's the only way I'll eat cereal. I don't eat cereal with milk. I think I've had milk in my cereal maybe 3 times in my entire 28 years of life. I'm gonna be 29 soon. And I like to have fresh, crispy, dry cereal. Once again, like a fucking animal. Yeah, like a goddamn animal. And I have like a Cheerio jar. And this really means a lot to me because it makes me feel like I'm just like a sophisticated weirdo. It makes me feel like I'm a very sophisticated weird person. Because keep in mind, these bitches is fresh, right? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, they're fresher than they would be in a bag. That's what I'm thinking. So I just refill this motherfucker every once in a while, and I'm like, ooh, Cheerios. I say once in a while, this bitch gets refilled like every other day. I eat a lot of dry cereal. I eat a fuck ton of dry cereal, I do. And I'm very mentally ill, so don't ask me my favorite cereals. I've eaten 2 cereals, probably 3 my entire life. Okay? Corn Flakes, Honey Nut Cheerios, Frosted Flakes, and Cheerios. Those are the only 4 cereals I've probably ever eaten by will in my life. Something is severely wrong with me. I understand that. Don't tell me. I understand that. Okay? I just told you I can't have milk with my cereal. What do you think? I know something is wrong with me, okay? I can't eat cheese pizza either. My brain is broken a little bit. I can't explain it to you. You just kind of have to. Yeah. So, thank you all. Thank you all. That's okay. I like egg rolls with yellow mustard. How is that embarrassing? I feel like that's mad normal. Nigga, you just told us your food taste. That's not embarrassing. Egg rolls with yellow mustard, I feel like that's very normal. You're gonna get hella people agreeing with you. I'm telling you. They're gonna be like, oh, that sounds good. No. That's not the same at all. That's not the same. No. Who is giving you shit for egg rolls and mustard? Who's doing that? That is ridiculous. People make fun of anyone these days. No. Does sound good. Thank you. That's what I say. It doesn't like what? No. Absolutely not. Yo, speaking of that. Okay, speaking of that, right? When I was a wee lad, roasted like nuts is fucking hilarious. when I was a wee lad, right? Probably like 16, 17 maybe. I used to get store brand vanilla cookie sandwiches and then putting it in a bowl with almond milk. Holy fuck, that sounds nutritious and like wonderful. I want like keys. I want Oreos of some kind. I have to do that at some point. I have to order things when I'm done here. But I discovered, actually it was me and my first ever girlfriend. We discovered Cheez-Its and whipped cream tasted amazing together. Cheez-Its and whipped cream tasted amazing together. Now, you don't have to believe me, but, oh, you were high? Probably right. Oh, it probably tastes gross. She was sober as fuck. She did not smoke weed. I was the one who was drugging myself dumb with the Reggie. She was totally blank-headed. Not blank-headed, she was like a fucking scholar. But, like, sober as hell. Didn't drink, smoke, nothing. I just smoked a lot of weed. But I had her taste it. I had her dad, her mom. Yeah, bro, that shit was amazing. But I was just stoned out of my mind. Everyone said, oh, he looks like this. Yeah, I wonder what it's going to taste like. They all just used to make jokes. But, nah. Like, it was amazing. Like, it wasn't just, no. I made sure I had the people who did not do drugs taste it. Was it the white cheddar? No. Plain yellow Cheez-Its with Cool Whip. Cool Whip. In the tin, the Cool Whip. Not whipped cream, but Cool Whip. Yeah, regular plain yellow Cheez-Its with Cool Whip. I'm telling you, bro, it's a different experience. Cause listen, it hits every corner of taste. Hear me out. I swear to God, and I have a screenshot of Yahoo doing a crazy food combos you'd never expect. And guess what was the fucking cover? Yeah. Like 6 years later, guess what was the fucking cover? It was sweet, salty, crunchy, and then you get hit with like the back end of creaminess. There was a lot of flavors going on from those two items, and you wouldn't expect them to hit like that. You wouldn't, but they do. They do. I love it. Love the death. There are certain things that just go really well together. Like, they go really well together. Like, in my city, we have these, like, I don't know, only our local grocery stores carry them. They're, like, whole beef sausages, like no pork casing, nothing like that. And I feel like they're my not guilty pleasure, because I'll eat them no matter what, but I've just always not demanded them either, but they've always been on like my grocery list. Like, oh, they're so good. Well, they have a spicy one, right? And it was my birthday request at one point when I was with my friend Sandy, the one I just visited, threw me a party years ago. And that reminded me, that's why I wanted to bring up the birthday thing. That was one of the last good birthdays that I had. I need to go to Hell's Kitchen and get that Cheez-It recipe and blow. I feel like that might not be the best, like not the worst idea. It might not be the worst idea. Might not be the worst one. I think that's like, I would hope that's not a very well-known thing, even though Yahoo someplace made an article about it. I don't know who. Okay, last hour. I do have to talk to you guys about this, okay? If a plane crashes and it's just you and your friend, everyone else is dead, you're gonna starve in a week. Yeah, I'm sorry, I have to dive right into this, right? This is the last hour. I have to dive into this. You're gonna starve in a week. Your options are, you can wait for help and bloat yourself on seawater, or you can start that campfire, look your friend in the eye and tell him that you're gonna have a couple of hard decisions to make. Which one are you doing? I've been trying to get to that point for over an hour. And roast some friend. Yes. That is what I'm saying. Are you gonna eat your friend? What are you doing? If not, you risk starving. Yep. Take them out. You're jumping into the water? Yeah. Nigga, what? All right, no, I'm gonna get you guys' opinions before I give you mine, okay? I want to hear everyone's opinions on this shit, please. All right, you're jumping into the water, Sonny. All right, you're jumping into the water. Kentucky, you said you're gonna take them out in their sleep. That does not surprise me. Alicia, it looks like you're gonna eat them. I think they may take you out first. Bingo. I'm waiting. I want to see some reaction. Don't tell me someone left because I'm bringing up cannibalism. This is why I wanted to bring it up in the last hour. All right, I had a lot of you motherfuckers sitting here listening to me. Now I bring up cannibalism and it's a problem? Come on, this is what we do here. That's fucked up. I mean, I bring up wild shit. I've seen enough TV shows to survive. I'm not eating a homie. I'm bringing him back. That's brave, Butternugget. I like that. I like that one. You've seen enough TV shows to survive. Gotta be smarter than the dead friend to be dead. Okay. If everyone's cast their votes on what they do, right? You gotta eat the bug, bro. Listen. All right. Now that exactly correlates to what I was gonna say. So listen. You're gonna hear me say this a lot on this channel. If you're new here, you're gonna hear me say this a lot on this channel. I have bipolar disorder. If I go too hungry, things are gonna get bad for you. Okay? Not even in like a murdery sense, okay? But I feel like things are gonna, like, I have to eat, okay? Damn, I said okay 3 times in a row. Fuck, I'm never saying that shit again for like a year. Okay? I'm annoying. Fuck, don't listen to me. Please listen to me. Please stay. I love you all. I feel like if I don't eat for long enough, we're on a stranded island. Some sort of island or desert or something. You know, not desert, but it can be found. But like, you know, we're stranded somewhere. I have to eat, dude. My mood's gonna get awful. And not like I'm gonna get upset or moody. You're in grave danger. My brain is spiking beyond belief. I just survived the plane crash. I'm gonna ride on that adrenaline until I die. I just survived a plane crash. I'm afraid of swimming because I had pool accidents as a kid. Like bad pool accidents. Like yeah, bad pool accidents. So like, bro, if I just survived a plane crash, got out the water somehow, I just built a fire, and now you want to start complaining? You're in grave danger. And I haven't eaten in like 12 solid hours. The only thing there is to eat is fish. I'm definitely allergic to fish. So now my options are to eat things that could kill me or figure out if you taste good. Yeah, listen. I don't take antipsychotic medication. Me getting stranded on an island definitely means I'm gonna eat the other person, okay? I should have said this in the first 5 minutes of the stream. Is cannibalism ethical? Is cannibalism unethical? In certain situations, it's very ethical. Okay. I don't want to have to eat the homie. But I dare that motherfucker to start complaining after we just survived a plane crash. And they're probably eating fish. So they get to eat fish, and now I have to starve? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. If you're stranded on that island with me, I feel bad for you. You better be able to run. I run very fast. Okay? Sorry. I need food. Like I grew up so food food anxious or food whatever, food insecure, whatever the hell, you know what I'm trying to say. I grew up very afraid that I wouldn't have food, and that really probably messed up my mental, fortitude, whatever you want to call it. Probably fucked my brain up, right? So if I feel as if my supply of food in a place where I know I can't eat anything is getting low, and there's no chance, there's no guarantee of me finding help, I'm sorry, but I think there's a clear thing that I have to do here. Right? Like, I'm not saying that I'm gonna go out and take the chomp out of the next nigga or the first person I see. Fuck no. But like in a survival situation, how is no one gonna do that? And there's no one. I'm not saying it would taste good. This is pure. I'm making jokes out of it. Okay, I'm making jokes out of this, obviously. But I'm talking about in a survival situation. I'd probably be crying and like regret my life, and I definitely get some sort of mental fuck up from it. This is purely from I have to stay alive, and you were slower than me. Oh man. Okay. Oh my god. Thank you guys for sticking around. Thank you so much. This is all for comedy reasons. Please understand that. I'm just a haha funny guy. Please understand. Please understand. These are all hypothetical situations. It's literally, would you rather starve or would you rather have to survive? Like, I have to say that because people are so fucking sensitive. Like, people are really sensitive. That I gotta bring money back in a body bag, but never a to-go box. Wow. I feel like I can say crazy hypotheticals. I feel like my hypotheticals will not get me in trouble. Like that, me saying, is it ethical? Is cannibalism ethical? I might have to delete the title or change the title before I save this live, but is cannibalism, that was kind of a, I gotta start just asking questions like that in the titles, because that's what I really want to like ask in these things, because that was a topic, right? Never go camping. See that Kentucky, that's weird. Why would you say never go camping? Camping doesn't mean you're gonna starve. You're just talking about you want to eat people. Now, okay, now we're just now we're just getting to cannibalism, Kentucky. Here, this is what we're doing. We're just talking about no. Now, end of world scenario. End of world. I better be no. If I was the last person on Earth scenario, scary as hell. No, I don't go outside. I go outside sometimes. I do now. I go outside now. There was a time where I didn't, and I was very afraid of any sort of outside interaction. Not happy with that. But my videos of going outside are making me so much happier. Like actually going outside and having fun. Oh my god. Yes. They're more fulfilling than sitting in front of a webcam. Even sitting in front of my camera in front of a light is more fulfilling than sitting in front of a webcam. Webcams are not the funnest at all. I stand by that. I will stand by that. Webcams are not the funnest to sit in front of and talk to all day when you want to make videos. So going outside and all those things works. It it works, right? It works, but it's not always what's gonna be best, because you can't control noise outside. That sucks the most. I think that sucks the most. You can't control the noise outside. But that's the culture. Who am I? Goddamn caring to say stop the culture, stop the noise. Anyway, hard. I was gonna say hard segue, but like it wasn't a hard segue. I said that shit. This will be an interesting chapter in the comprehensive. Oh my god, the cannibal. The documentary. Hold on. What do you think the documentary will be about? What would my documentary be about? All the stuffs? I don't think that there would be that much to talk. There'd be a lot to talk about. But once I'm famous, bro, if a documentary comes out about me once I'm famous, I'm probably gonna have to answer a lot of questions. No, I act like any crime I've committed was a crime against society. Is that worse to say out loud? Any crime you committed was a crime against society? Yo, if someone were to ever try and use that little cannibal segment against me, yo, you know what? Fuck it. That's like the longest running joke I've ever done in my goddamn life. I've been saying that shit since I was like 15 years old. I don't care. Run it. Cancel me with that clip. I don't give a fuck. That's hilarious. All right? That's hilarious. And I was about to say something that definitely could have been considered grounds to get my page taken. Okay. YouTube to silver screen. I hope the movie that gets me famous is the one about a dealer who gets trapped in his plug's house with the plug's heroin addicted sister. That's one of my favorite movies I wrote. If I get famous off that shit, what? Yo, if that's the thing that catapults me, yo, will I have to be on drugs again for like the meetings and shit? Not the meetings, but like the for like the. But well, what substances were you on? I'm on all of them now. Will I have to be on drugs again? I don't want to be, but I'm saying like, yeah, I write very interesting films. I write very interesting movies. Yeah, that's not even half of the plot. That's just the base of what happens. If I were to just go down my Google Docs, a horror movie? Ooh, kinda. Essentially, it's a narcotic horror movie. It's a worst case scenario in a very specific scenario. The Charlie Sheen. Do I have any movies that my man Sheen could have been in? No, that was a general thought, right? That was a general thought. I feel like nah, it's a narcotic horror story. For sure, narcotic horror story. What drugs are you on? All of them? Yeah. Okay. No, because no, yeah, that was the reference, yes. But that just made me think like what was the backing to that? I was asking myself that, what was the backing to like a narcotics horror movie? Because it's a specific horrific situation that would only happen in a narcotics fueled environment. Like it's a very specific situation, but it's a situation that could very well happen. But it just have to be just certain things lined up or certain things happening. Nah, I truly believe that realistic narcotics based fiction will be like an actual genre at some point. Because it's not really a genre too much. You know who did it really well? And I don't even like this movie for real. Requiem for a Dream. Requiem for a Dream for sure killed realistic narcotics fiction Why? Because it was a very specific situation, or multiple specific situations that could have happened if you were doing specific things involving narcotics. That is a movie that I didn't realize was like in that genre. There's not many movies that are in that like kind of category, because people don't like touching like drugs in movies anymore. There aren't any good drug movies. When's the last time you saw a good narcotics movie? A good one. When? Tell me. Huh? Because I haven't found any. That's why I write them, because they suck. Narcotic drug movies nowadays suck. I hate them. They're either nauseating or fake. Listen, I need something that I can go, that can happen? Oh wait, that definitely can happen. Oh shit, that can really happen. I haven't seen a good drug movie in years. Years. Weed movies don't count, and weed movies suck nowadays. Talk about it. Weed movies are trash. I need Hershey's. I'm so high. I need Hershey's. Ow. 25th Hour with Edward Norton. Was that a recent film? I've never seen it. And documentaries don't count. The last good drug documentary I seen was Shiny Flakes on Netflix. I'm not gonna lie, bro. If you watch Shiny Flakes on Netflix, that was one of the best documentaries. It was like a German documentary about a kid who inspired a Netflix show called How to Sell Drugs Fast, which I was watching at the height of my addiction. It was a great show. Season 1 was good. All the other seasons sucked ass because it was all fake. He got caught after. Anyways, the kid, the actual guy in fucking Germany or somewhere, he was trapping it out of his bedroom crazy. That nigga, yo, your favorite trap star on the internet, your favorite money stack flexer on Instagram, he wishes he was this nerdy white kid in Germany. He prays to God that he could run it up as hard as this European Caucasian boy did. Okay? He wishes that he could have a run a quarter as hard as this motherfucker. I'm telling you. That is one of the best drug documentaries, because it's true. It's true. And he was just a nerdy kid just getting in over his head, and he was just running up. And he even said, when I got caught, I just knew they were coming. I accepted it. He didn't run. He didn't try to run out the spot. He didn't try and fucking destroy everything. No, he just sat there. Why? Because first of all, his country handled the situation well. They shamed him, gave him a small prison sentence, and then he got out and, had a bunch of money saved up in crypto. If he was American, they would have took everything. His life would have been zero. He would have gotten like the lengthiest prison sentence. They would have made him a social pariah. It would have been awful. But because his country saw, oh, this was a boy who got in over his head, he was trapping like a monster. He was doing it all in the mail, all in front of y'all faces too. It's called Shiny Flakes. It's one of my favorite documentaries ever. I love it. But this kid was the nerdiest kid you ever saw in your life. Just a nice boy. He was actually like a nice kid. Like, he never showed any. And they said, like, that's why I like this documentary so much, because it showed what a drug dealer could be if he just put his brain to the business, to the actual SKUs and inventory, and upping his advertisement. It was like watching like a crypto startup, bro. Except he was selling, grams of cocaine through the mail. You see my point? And like, it was astounding to see. Because when you see oh my God! I just thought of something amazing that we can watch. I just thought of something amazing that we can watch. Because that documentary is on Netflix. We can't watch that. But that is a documentary showing what, someone, what a business-minded person would make out of a small drug empire from their bedroom. There's a video on YouTube that shows what it's like to what it was like for a small gang to take over the drug scene in a town, and they set up in a small house that they got through a proxy of a person. It shows the drug trade and drug habits, and not habits, but the business, how business mindedness, it shows how two very different demographics of people who were raised in 100% different ways will look at the drug trade in their respective areas, as well as their social economic standing, as well as emotional control and problem solving skills. When I tell you my mom did not pay for speech classes, that's not a fucking joke. Anyways, the documentary on YouTube is probably one of my favorites, because you never really see what it's like when people set up, well, I mean, you do if you're in there, but the average person doesn't get to see what like an actual, not an apartment where things are sold out of. That's totally different. But like, you explained it. Thank you. It took me a second. But I want to compare so badly, because those two things, or those two I like documentaries showing how people got to certain points. Especially when it comes to the narcotic trade. That was my favorite. If you were going to be in something, you had to learn about it, right? So I did my homework a lot. I did my homework all the time. And I love that I can just talk about that shit freely, because time's up. But that was one of my favorite documentaries. And I reacted to it on my live streams when no one was watching for years. I'm talking years. That was one of my go-tos. And I can't wait to watch it with you guys, because I haven't watched it in like forever. It's a great documentary too, and it's copyright free. I don't gotta worry about any of that. And I think that the comparison of the two is just perfect. And DJ Holloway, you're here. It takes place from a Chicago, like a Chicago gang moves to Illinois. I think it's Rockford, Illinois. They go to Chicago to Rockford. I think that's where it is. Rockford, is that a place? Rockford, Illinois? Once again, I was blanking my mind out with substances for years. I don't know a lot. But I think it's Rockford, Illinois. But the documentary that we're going to watch on YouTube, probably tomorrow, is called Crack House USA. Rockford, Illinois. Yeah, I was right. Fuck yes. My brain is not completely rotted out. Anyways, such a shithole. Yeah, it was a shithole. It was a shithole in the documentary too. Yo, that was such a good I can't wait to watch that shit with you. I can't. Also, this live stream got great views, probably because of the title. Is cannibalism ethical? Am I just gonna have to start making crazy titles instead of like smart sounding ones? Seriously? That's what I have to do? So tomorrow's title is probably gonna have to be what? How to set up a crack house? Or like, I don't know. how to cook crack in a house that's not yours, like, I don't fucking know what I'm gonna have to say tomorrow, because these views are much better than like the past couple of streams. And I think, and I didn't talk about a locale once. Do you guys see the shift? Do you see the shift? 90-star magazine titles. That's what I was doing with my foolishness titles, remember? That's why most of you are here. So I think that now I can continue to talk about myself. This is great, right? This is awesome. So I have to think of wild titles, because everyone waited for me to talk about would I eat a person or not, and then I said yes and they left. So were they just waiting for me to say yes? Because I was gonna say, because that joke's been going forever. It's a joke, but it's like, I'm not gonna starve. I'm not gonna starve. I'm just not. Okay? You're not in danger if we're not. I don't ever plan on getting stranded on an island, so no one has to worry. And if I die in a plane crash, I die. I'm probably not gonna survive. I can't swim. Look at me. I can't swim. Bro, I really cracked myself up, man. I swear to God, I really cracked myself up. One day, someone is gonna go back in the archives and find every racist thing I've ever said, and I'm gonna have to account for all of it. I'm like, bro, I was mentally ill. I like being racist. Can I say that in an interview? Am I getting canceled for that? Am I getting canceled for saying that? I'm like, what about these? Oh, because if someone brings up old tweets I don't have old tweets, but if someone brings up like old videos of mine, where I'm calling the homie like the hard R, I don't give a fuck. I called a clearly slow girl a retard the other day. Like, I'm not afraid of that. All I need to see is that you're live. I didn't even read anything. Oh, thank you. You'd be out before you even thought about swimming. Those crashes are brutal. Exactly. So I'm probably gonna like perish I'm probably gonna perish. So I don't ever have to worry about having to cook someone. Unless I survive the end of the world and there's no food. There can't be no food, right? There's always gonna be food. And besides, animals would just take over, so I would just hunt animals. I'd have to hunt animals? What? No, I'm not doing that shit. I'm not fucking doing that. Snow and lightning bugs? Oh, I thought you wanted me to eat snow and lightning bugs. No, I'm not doing that. I know you didn't tell me to, but rice will always be a thing. I know how to grow mushrooms pretty well, so I will always eat those. Chicken, probably, you know, I'll probably have to kill a couple. It's fine. I can eat chickens. Yeah, I like goat too, so I'm gonna have to figure out how to end goats. I'm gonna have to learn how to make spices. No, I'm not. I'm just gonna raid every grocery store I see. I need chili powder, okay? I need chili powder. I literally need chili powder. If I don't have chili powder, oregano, salt, and like a couple other things, so I just have like a. What if I had like a spice sack and I traded my spices around the end of the world? But the spices are just how I used to cook chicken. Come on, that's not racist. Like, who doesn't like to cook chicken? A spice sack. It's not for you, Sonny. It's my spice sack. I'm spicing my food with my spice sack. It's just gonna be a giant spice sack. I feel like the one food I would have to eat all the time, I could survive off of French fries. I wouldn't be healthy. I'd be mentally unwell as hell. But I could survive off of French fries, broccoli, the occasional goat, and mushrooms. Yeah, the occasional goat. How about this? I'll always have a goat, so when I get too hungry, he'll just go. Chicken will be a luxury. Listen, I want to change my life. I want to change my life, okay? I want goat to be my normal meat. I'm not gonna settle down on a farm. That goat's coming everywhere I do. I'm gonna have a herd of evil goats that are totally suicidal. The moment that I get too hungry, one of them will sacrifice themselves to me at all times. They've been bred for this. They've been bred for this. Okay? Each generation gets stronger and stronger, ready to end their life at any moment so I can eat. They know how afraid I am to kill them, so they're just willing to ram their heads into walls or slit their own throats. Oh my God, how awesome are these goats? Yes, exactly. The goats are in a cult dedicated to keeping me full. This is a horror movie in itself. The goats are in a, no, that's exactly what, like, no, it's not even a cult. This is just generational. They just love to keep, yes, they love to keep me full, yes. The chickens think they're crazy. Chickens refuse to come around me. I'm walking through wastelands. The cows don't know what's going on. The moment that my stomach grumbles, the goats are like, which one? Which one of us? Is it me? Okay. And now they start building fires. They can literally eat just about anything with no issue digesting it. So wait, would they eat me? No, they would eat me. But I won't turn on them. Well, I'm gonna fucking eat them. That's the thing. I will never turn on them because they're ready to just end it. I will never turn on them. I won't end their lives. They'll just end it and then I'll eat them. I don't see a problem with this, honestly. Now, if this was cows, that'd be so much worse. I don't know why, but a cow is just huge. If I had multiple cows just ready to end it at any moment, I'd have so much meat on my hands that I could do nothing with. Like, I'd be wasting so much meat. I know you could say chickens, right? But like, no, I'm trying to think, how would I keep the goat meat fresh? In a fridge? I wouldn't have a fridge. It's the end of the world. No, they're just always there. They're always just mating, having more kids. Jerky it? I could do that. I could. Salt packet. I was gonna say salt packet. I'm getting very fucking hungry. What's the time? Ooh, 2:40? We know exactly what's gonna happen in 20 minutes. I have to order some sort of, like, no, I don't have to order any sort of groceries. I have things that I have to get rid of in there. Not get rid of, but eat. I have snacks at my desk. Dehydrated. Everyone's saying jerky it. Jerky and salt it. No pause, all go. Put it in the ground. Y'all ever see those in the ground cooking Middle Eastern videos? Huh? You ever seen that shit? The cooking in the ground Middle Eastern videos? If you've never seen those, you're missing out bad. They will spice an entire animal. Latin. Okay, I'm pretty sure multiple countries must do it then. I feel like that's an ancient practice. It's definitely an ancient practice. But I've seen Middle Easterns do it the most. Also, I like to watch these, like, two, I don't know where they're from. Not a pig roast, but they literally like dig holes in the ground, put the lamb in, goat, whatever, whichever animal. They put it in the ground over coals, and they basically slow cook that bitch in the ground. They slow cook it in the ground. I'm just saying. I love those videos. I do. Oh, my email said new Android. I was gonna say, hey, what? But it said new Android policy. I don't know why it would tell me that. I don't have an Android. That's a lie. I do. Wrapped in bacon, Thanksgiving That's some American ass shit. That's some American ass shit. You guys remember the bacon craze? I feel like I ate so much of that shit. I just don't care about it now. I ate so much. Barbacoa pit. I remember when bacon was everything and everywhere. I used to eat breakfast sandwiches a lot that had the thickest bacon that I could find. Not the thickest bacon, but you know, decently thick slices of bacon. Thin shit used to bother me. Cause I didn't like not disproportionate, but unproportionate, I guess. They cooked bacon. Unproportionate. Disproportionately cooked bacon. Jesus Christ, bro. Spell right. Spell right? We're not spelling. Speak right. This is the reason why you should always practice your words. I'm starving. I'm not starving. That's a very strong word to say. I'm not starving. I'm definitely not starving. I'm just hungry. And I know I have things to snack on and devour. So, I don't think I'm going to be afraid of ending these things too early, because if I'm going to be streaming like every night, right? I don't think I should be streaming for 4 hours every single night and not taking breaks and straining my brain. So I'm going to cut it at 2 hours and 45 minutes because I need snacks and stuff, and I need to get ready for tomorrow to do things, and I probably should order groceries. I should probably do that. Have good days. Have good nights. Make sure your family knows you love them. This has been Pineapple from Broadcast Radio, signing the fuck off. I have a new video coming Monday. I'm gonna clip up the cannibal thing for sure. That's gonna be hilarious. Yes, I'm so glad we all had a good night tonight. Thank you all. Thank you all. Thank you all. Have a wonderful evening. I will see you tomorrow. I will see you all tomorrow.